The concept I will be discussing today is domain and range, and this is a major part of Algebra 2, and you have to be able to fully understand this concept to really do anything involved with algebra. Alright, so starting off, we're going to cover domain. Domain is the set of all possible input values within a function. It's usually going to be represented by x. If we were given this equation, y equals 2x minus 3, the domain is going to be the x. So 2x is your domain in this equation. Most often, a function's domain is going to be all real numbers, and all real numbers in notation form is going to be represented by this symbol here. There will sometimes be restrictions on domains, such as if you were given the equation y equals 3 divided by x minus 1, if x was 1, then 1 minus 1 would be 0, and 3 divided by 0 is undefined, so that would give you a restriction, and that would not equal all real numbers. In ordered pairs, the domain is the first number. So if you were given the ordered pair 3, 5, your domain would be the first number because that is your x. Okay, range. Range is going to be the set of all possible output values within a function. It's usually represented by y. So in the equation y equals 2x minus 3, your range is going to be the y. Most often, a function's range will be all real numbers, but there is an exception, and that is called a constant. If you were given the equation y equals 3, when you went to graph that, it would be just a horizontal line, so the range would stay the same while the domain went infinity to the left and infinity to the right. In a set of ordered pairs, like 3, 5, your range would be the second number, so in this case your range would be 5 because that is your y. Alright, in review, let's go over some equations. Alright, so we have the equation y equals 1/3 x plus 7. Your domain in the first equation would be 1/3 x. And then your range in this equation would be obviously the y. Second equation, we have y equals x plus 7 times 9 in parentheses. Your domain is just going to be the x, and then your range is obviously still y. In the last equation, we have y equals 2x to the third power. Your domain is going to be 2x to the third power, and your y is going to be the range. Alright, now let's see if we can identify domain and range when we're given sets of ordered pairs. Okay, so the first set of ordered pairs we have is 3, 7. In the first set, 3 is your x value, so that's going to be your domain, and 7 is your y value, that is going to be your range. In the second set, we have 1/3, 4/7. The first value, 1/3, is your x, so that's going to be your domain. The second value, 4/7, is your y, and that is going to be your range. In the last set, we have 0.6, 0.9. 0.6 is going to be your domain, and the second value, 0.9, is going to be your range. Now let's go over how you would graph domain and range. Say you're given the equation y equals 2x plus 1. Now you have to graph it. Well, first you have to determine what your domain is. Your domain is going to be the 2x, and your range is going to be the y. So you'll draw yourself a graph. Your y-intercept is going to be the 1 here, so you would start by going up to the 1, and then you would start. So if your domain is 2x, you would do rise over run, So you would start at 1, go up 2, and then go over 1. So that would be your first point. And then to continue on, you would go over another 2, and or up another 2, and then over 1, plot that point. And then to make it extend in the other direction, you would just do down 2, over 1. And then you would connect this, because this is a function, and your domain is 2x, and your range is y. So that is how you would determine that by graphing.